Okay then. I'm pretty sure we've done this before. I can't remember. Uh, Here's another round of, or maybe it's the first time if you're an eagle-eared, whatever. Maybe you know it's the first time, maybe it's not. Would you rather questions?
Hit me.
This site is from the brobible.com forward slash
Oh, that sounds like a
culture
reliable source.
forward slash article forward slash best questions would you rather. So, would you rather have your, it says Netflix viewing history, but we'll change this to just watch history. Go for
Like,
anything. Just
okay.
any like what you use the most, like you know, if you yeah, just your watch stuff or your music listening history made public
Uh,
so anyone could see them.
music listening.
Yeah, agreed.
Like, it's not like I'm watching like anything tapped out here like that. Hi mum. Uh, it's just like what do I listen to really? You know, just like Anderson Paak and like Stevie Wonder and shit. You know. What about you? What are you saying?
Yeah,
The
Spotify
same?
as well because yeah, I'm a snob for my music. I'm always listening to it
Sure.
anyway, so always
That's what
posting
we like
crap
to
up
hear.
on there. Right, this one, yeah, it's a strange question. It's I don't know why what the two of these have to how they were correlate in any way. Would you rather live
Okay.
in the world of Star Wars or cure a rare form of cancer?
Wait, what? um, cure a rare form of cancer.
Nah, man,
What?
what you saying? Fucking Star Wars lightsabers and shit. Fucking Force. You want to cure? I you. Come on.
If I if if I cure a rare form of cancer though, then I'll get so much money that I could build a lightsaber, and I'll like because I can cure this cancer. That means I'm good with like science and shit. I could figure out a way to put like midichlorians into my own bloodstream, and then I have the Force. That's two birds, one stone.
I think.
Whereas if I was in the Star Wars universe, I just order 66 everyone with cancer.
I mean, I think it goes without saying cure a rare form of cancer because,
Yeah,
but what have these two got to do with each other?
that's why they're so difficult. So they say.
uh, would you rather? This is a deep one. Know when you're going to die or know how you're going to die?
um, well, I feel like if you know how,
Mm-hmm.
then you know more. You know,
Yeah.
like if I'm like, how am I gonna die? And they're like, oh, you're gonna die of a heart attack of old age. Then I can roughly ballpark when I'm gonna die as well.
Well, let's say for the sake of the question, they don't tell you, they don't give you a
Yeah,
time frame or like an age. They just
yeah,
say heart attack or pass away in your sleep because those two things they could be, synonymous with an older age, but
this is true.
you never know. I think
This is true.
I know it's you're counting down to the day, but I'd probably go with when, just for like I could be like,
Make
this is
plans
what
and
I want to
stuff.
do before that time. Like,
Yeah,
don't
that's
take the
true.
days to grind, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Don't count the days, make the days count.
Yeah,
All of that.
exactly.
All that oogie boogie. The oogie boogie man.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, would you like to go? Sorry.
just sorry, I was just gonna do one last one.
Yeah, I was gonna say one last one. Another hard one here. Would you
Sure.
rather your name be Little Caesars or Papa John?
Well, I don't want to be referred to as little anything. If it was Lil,
Little
like a
Caesar.
rapper, that's not bad.
I mean, you can change it if you want. I like Papa John. I think.
I like Papa John, even though he's like a rampant racist
Oh
or
yeah.
something
Well,
like
the name, not the
that.
guy per se, but yeah.
Yeah. He's been. What was it he said? He was like, I've been spending the last year trying to eradicate the N word from my vocabulary. I'm like, how often are you saying the N
Yeah.
word? Yeah. The two damn cousins out, they're watching movies. Hi there, welcome back everyone. to another episode of Reinventing the Real. I'm one of your hosts, Curtis McLaughlin, and this is the other great host. What's your name?
Cameron Rogers, apparently. You know, that makes it harder for the listeners if they don't
It really,
exactly know who we are.
yeah,
Then
that is true
they'll
actually.
be like, oh, so that's Curtis McLaughlin. You know,
Yeah,
can't wait to see him at
yeah,
the
at VidCon
yeah.
or whatever.
Imagine someone comes up to you and says that. Anyway,
I'd, I'd look at them like dead and be like, "What the hell are you on about?" Yeah, sorry. Anywho, this is Reinventing the Real. This is a podcast where we take all our favorite intellectual properties, dump them in a randomizer, dump some randomizer words in there too, and see what gets spat out the other side. You know, we've been doing this for almost over half a year now.
yeah,
Which is crazy to me. And every now and again we're like, you know what? Let's take a step back. You know, I feel like we really do some high concept stuff. Like last week, we turned the board game Connect 4 into a love story, for God's sake.
I love that. It's gonna go down as one of my favorite episodes. Like I know I
That
say
was
that a
very
lot,
good.
but
No,
I
I do
enjoyed
quite
it.
like that one. I feel like the ones that we like the most tend to be the ones that are grounded in the most like human stories.
Yeah,
That's nice. But yeah, like every now and again, I feel like we have a lot of ideas just bouncing around in our heads that we're like, I don't really know if we could turn this into a full episode.
yeah.
So we have these little brain dump episodes, if you will.
If you've listened to the Black Panther episode, like TLC comes to Wakanda, where we just like
Yeah.
it's kind of gonna be like that, a bit more like let's say, hey, Wakandan person in super
Here
size,
comes
super
Halle Berry.
skinny, you know, like it's gonna be a bit more like mini episodes, all condensed into quarter of an hour. So
Yeah.
or 3/4 of an hour. Anyway,
Alright. So should we just get the ball rolling then?
hell yeah.
Yeah. There was one I said to Cameron like just before we started recording, and I was like, I feel like like in the vein of like those like Tyler Perry movies,
Uh-huh.
and it's like a I'm a businesswoman, played by whatever young black female is very attractive at this current time.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm focused on my career, and I've got a family and a really attractive husband, but he's always busy at work. Ooh, but here comes this sexy Hispanic man, or whatever. In many ways, quite similar to our Tom Hiddleston love story we did a hella weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm being tempted by this tempting man. So I was like, what if we made a similar movie to that, but we flipped it so it's from the husband's perspective, and it's like he's not sure if his wife's actually cheating on him. He's working hard to get that big promotion, etc., etc. He just needs to close the Johnson account, and then he manages to do so, and he comes home to find his wife in bed with Raoul.
It's not what you want.
Heartbreaking stuff.
You never really see how the guy feels afterward. Come
Yeah.
home and be like, honey, I'm here. He just hears rustling upstairs. Oh, I've had a beautiful day at work, I've finally got it. I got like, come here, I want to kiss you or whatever.
Stop it. Stop. No.
And then he like bursts through the door, and then all you hear is ding 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 like a guitar, and then like the wife looks up, she's like, oh honey, I didn't know you were gonna be here so quick, and he's like, but you're with, and he just runs off, not happy,
Tell me how to say no to this. I don't say no to this.
But later on down the line, how would you want this character to be? Would you want him to, carry on with he'd try and fix the relationship, or be like, nah, I'm going to focus on other things? Because I feel like
I think do they have a child?
yeah, it's your main idea.
I
You
feel
tell
like
me.
that changes things. You know, if I feel like if they have a child, then he would be more inclined to like want to keep things together.
Yeah.
Um, whereas if not, he'd be like more like grr. You know, you're doing this to me. You say I'm the bad guy. Yeah, actually, yeah. They don't have any kids, but he's trying to he's trying to set them up in this situation. Maybe they've like drifted apart as well because he's like impotent.
Oh.
Is that the word I'm thinking of?
Uh, just he can't have kids. I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, yeah. So that put a wedge between them as well. Real human drama stuff.
You know, it
Uh,
reminds me of like those Darman videos,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, man, a woman cheats on her wife and lives to regret it or whatever. It comes back and he's all like, "Oh, I'm a millionaire now." She's like homeless or something, stealing shoes or whatever.
And you just hear like "Turn Down for What" starts playing at the end. It's like. Anyway, so yeah, that was my first pitch.
What are you gonna call it?
Um, it has to be a Tyler Perry production. So
Yeah.
Tyler Perry presents Medea's stillborn marriage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. What about you?
Okay. Idea that popped into my head as a sequel to Edward Scissorhands, Son of
Okay.
Scissorhands, and it's like, I don't know. Edward Scissorhands is a family man, and he's like got a kid now. The kid has scissor hands as
For
well,
now. Oh, okay. Yeah.
and like Edward Scissorhands is a single father, because having given birth to a child with scissor hands.
Wait, hold on. What? Whoa, go back.
Well,
Did he give birth
no,
to his own child?
no, he's a single because the
Oh,
wife
I cut you
died.
off. I cut you
The
off.
wife
Cut
died
it. Okay,
because
yeah.
giving birth to a child with scissor
There's
hands.
too much blood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would
Sorry,
really
that's
mess
my
you up.
fault. I cut you off. Sorry.
So you know, Edward, he's like trying to keep his son's spirit high, but
Yeah.
the son's like, it's all my fault. Mum died, and I can't do anything right. It's not having a good time at school, all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. And then it's like, uh, kind of like in the vein of Wonder, except instead
Okay.
of a facial deformity, he's just got scissor hands,
He's got scissors for hands. Nice.
and like just does all these different things wrong, but then learns to find friendships and maybe even love, and maybe even Edward learns to love again.
Ah,
Son of
I like
Scissorhands.
that.
Quick, but it's out
Yeah.
there.
Okay. Keeping it in the vein of of what's his name, Tim Burton.
Yeah.
How about a sequel to Big Fish, but it's called Bigger Fish, and it turns out that the fish is a little bit bigger, and now the original fish and the humans have to work together to fight for bigger fish.
Oh my god.
If you couldn't tell, I've never seen Big Fish before. Is it not about like a lie or something like that? I don't know. I've never seen it. It's got Ewan McGregor in it. I know that.
I don't know. Alright.
Yeah. Big Fish 2. Bigger Fish.
Alright. Remember the old cartoon 64 Zoo Lane? It's
Yeah.
like one thing. I thought maybe like a while back, yeah, we could do an episode of that, and it's just like, it's basically it'll be kind of the same thing as our Mona and Dora,
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
All of that.
We take it and we change it up,
Childhood
make it,
classics.
yeah, make it now for like a Netflix CW sort of thing. But an idea that comes to mind for it would be like, this child is, or this now grown up child returns to 64 Zoo Lane,
Okay.
and like it was actually really traumatic for the child because in an episode that you didn't see, they brought a friend into 64 Zoo Lane, and
Okay.
the animals didn't like this friend and ended up like murdering the child.
Okay. Okay.
And so
Whew.
like the kid
Okay.
grows up, and they're like, oh, I'm so I don't want to return to this. Here I am now, and they're like, oh, Sarah, I think it might have been the name. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back to 64 Zoo. We missed you so much. And she's like, shut up, shut up. Yeah, you murdered my friend. You're all monsters. You're not like zoo animals. You're monsters. And they're like, oh, we are animals. We're all animals, and you're the biggest animal of us all. You left us here to rot and starve. Why do you think we ate that child? You didn't feed us. And then it's just like,
I'm a giraffe. I'm a herbivore. I don't eat meat. Look at my teeth. Look at my teeth. I had to bash that kid's little dead body against the wall until it was mush and I could just slurp it.
oh no. And now they gotta like escape. She's gotta escape 64 Zoo Lane. It would be return
Ooh.
to 64 Zoo Lane, and then maybe the next one would be escape 64
Escape.
Zoo Lane. And then you could do like a final one, which is like Zoo
Go
Lane.
War for 64
65 Zoo Lane, the next door neighbors.
I like that.
I could see that being like a really shitely done franchise, like a horror franchise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you. Oh, okay, I've got one. I've got one.
Go on.
So, Godzilla versus Kong. I don't know if everyone's seen it. Did you see it?
I didn't watch it in the end, no. But
No, but like Godzilla. It was Batman versus Superman, but better.
right,
The two of them fight against each other, and then an evil man-made monster pops up, and then they have to work together to beat it. Yeah.
yeah.
So this happens, and then Godzilla like fucks off into the ocean or whatever he does. You know, how Godzilla do.
Salute.
Yeah. So maybe it's reaching like the end of Godzilla's life cycle now, and it's about to die, like for good, for good.
Yeah.
And Kong is busy in like a pocket dimension doing monkey shit. I don't know.
Alright.
And the humans are like, we can't trust machines. Like when we made that Mecha Godzilla, machines can't be trusted.
Yeah.
So who do humans turn to? Who's man's best friend? That's right, Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah. They're making that movie, aren't they? So it's perfect to slot
Yeah.
into the MonsterVerse, whatever that's called.
I'm picturing like a bit like a dench, like eight. No, I don't know how big he'd need to be. Like a huge dog, voiced by John Cena. Just like, are you sure about that? I don't really have anything else. I just wanted to
Okay,
say Clifford.
right. Well, let's have
Maybe
a look.
the Rubber Dubbers, was that a thing?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Maybe they work for ISIS or something like that. Is that a film? Is that a movie? The Koala Brothers get their planes hijacked.
Yeah, that could work. You're onto something there. Hold on.
The Koala Brothers get their plane hijacked. And Liam Neeson's on board. And he has to take out.
Oh.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Koala Brothers get their planes hijacked.
Yeah.
And then like Liam Neeson's on board, and he's like, I've got to save the plane or whatever. And it's a real like edge of your seat thrill ride with the Koala Brothers.
Oh, I'd watch that. Oh.
I'd watch the hell out of that.
All right. We'll keep to the theme of like kids TV shows. So I want to take a stab at the tweenies. Maybe
Don't stab between.
no. Oh, but murder tweenies. No. Uh, what situation can we put them in? I want to say like coming back, but that's too easy. Like that's most of my stuff. It's like where are they now? Nah. The tweenies have a crossover with the Teletubbies,
Okay.
and they're in like Teletubby Hills or whatever it's called. They end.
Like Tubbyland or whatever
That's it.
the fuck it
Or
is.
whatever it's called. Anyway, and it's like kind of in the vein of that like Family Guy Simpsons crossover,
Okay.
in which
Yeah. Yeah.
where like I don't know, Jake and the Hoover end up fighting at the end or something. Or no, like Bella ends up like
Yeah.
breaking the Hoover, and the Teletubbies they ain't happy about that. They're like, oi,
Yeah.
they can't speak. They're like, oh, all that kind of crap. And then like Jake's like, what'd you say about my mom? And like, oh, Tinky Winky, Stinky. And then they're like, all right, Milo's like, hold me back, don't watch. And then
Because everyone knows Milo's black.
they're like, nah, don't do it, don't do it. And Bella's just egging them on. Tinky Winky's like hitting them with a handbag. They're not happy. And then like it just like pans to like, the audience, like the kids watching it clapping, and then the parents like, what happened to CBeebies? Where have they gone?
Yeah.
Fallen off. Yeah, that's that. Um,
Oh, I've got one.
oh,
Wait. Was that it for that
yeah,
idea?
yeah. I was
I
trying
do.
to
I
think
don't
of
want to.
another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if, right? So we see like a big news report, and we're like, like at the beginning of movies when they do exposition dumps with the news, and like, but it's someone just like flicking through channels.
Yeah.
So like, there have been arguments saying that global warming isn't real and blah 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 blah. Boris Johnson has recently announced the creation of this giant like nuclear base or whatever in the Arctic that will melt more, shit like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just see one, and it's like, at a base in at the North Pole, it's been found that this team of scientists were found with their necks slit and shit like that, yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
What it turns out is there's like a covert group of animals trying to take back their land.
Oh.
So it's the penguins of Madagascar,
Alright.
yeah, along with Pingu and the little dancing motherfucker from Happy Feet.
Oh yeah.
They're all working together to take back the ice cap. And it's just called Penguins.
Yeah. In association with scientists. uh. Oh, I had something there as well. I think I lost it. Right.
That's not funny. I'll tell you after.
Okay. So it's North Pole around October, November time. You know, they're coming into like
Yeah.
the big crunch of like getting the gifts made and presents wrapped, all that kind of stuff. Mrs. Claus is on the shop floor. She's like, chop chop. You know, we
Yeah.
gotta make sure we
Marie
meet our
for baguettes.
yeah, we gotta make sure we meet our quota. You know, we don't want to have another disaster of '98 or whatever.
Yeah.
And like one elf is like, ah, God, I want more. I don't want to like be wrapping these presents all the time. You know, I want to be
Like make
Santa
something of
Claus.
myself.
You know, yeah,
Oh,
I want to shoot big. I
okay.
don't want to be an elf. And then like this elf, like maybe I've realised I'm kind of going on the plot of elf here. Maybe not, but yeah, how
No,
far
it's
can
it's
I
all good.
go
It's all
with
good.
elf and elves? Anyway, so the elf's like, yeah, I want to go make something of myself. Like I don't want to be Christmas time elf. You know, I want to try other things. And the results are He tries his hand at like
Oh.
becoming Santa, and that doesn't work. That's like in the first 10 minutes. He just goes out in October and like tries to drive the sleigh, and it
Hmm.
crashes into, I don't know, some like country that's close to the North Pole. They're like, news just in, sleigh spotted, and then it's like making people like who don't think Santa are real, like start to believe it. And now there's like a
Oh yeah.
side plot of all these people trying to discover Santa and make sure he's real. Meanwhile, this elf is just like, he's like, when he sees these news reporters covered, he's like, oh, maybe I could do that. The next thing, he's now like becoming a news reporter, and then he's actually really good at it. And they're like, oh, we want to put you on the Santa story. And now this elf knows, he knows that Santa's real, but now he has to decide whether he wants to do it and
Oh,
give
okay. Like
away
yeah,
Santa,
yeah,
or stay true to like his elfness,
yeah. No, I got what you're saying.
keep the
Yeah.
spirit of Christmas alive, sort of thing. We'll call it Elf, the Anchorman, and it's played by Will Ferrell himself.
Nice. Uh, okay. I feel like we've definitely got to keep it like within this children's theme.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I've got like a list of a list of character of like shows.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe we could do something with like something special.
Right. Right.
What's that?
Right. Go
Yeah.
on.
So like, actually no, I can't think of something that's not gonna end insidiously. Yeah, no, best not to touch that one.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I have to stop myself there. Actually, yeah, I don't. Octonauts. Have you seen that?
It sounds familiar.
Octonauts is a British Star Trek. Is Star Trek not British? No, it's
No.
not. No. Thunderbirds is British Star Trek. Fuck you. Wait, is that British?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thunderbirds is British Star Trek. Fuck you mean? No, Star Trek's American Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Um, there's a ship and they help like thing underwater or something. I don't know.
Oh wait, I think I actually know that. I know what that is.
Oh, blessings. Alright, let's take a Andy's dinosaur. Not a clue.
Oh, Andy's
Jack
bucket of
Sparrow.
dinosaurs. Is that what that is?
No.
Who was that one with a bucket
it,
full of dinosaurs?
Harry also.
Harry and his bucket full of dinosaurs. Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
Yeah. Were they real dinosaurs?
Wait, didn't
Or
you
was it just
have
a
one?
bucket?
You messaged me a while ago, and like you said about that horrid Henry.
Oh, gee, yeah. Thank you. I've got my notes app here. It should be open still. Yeah. Where is it? Where is she? Where's the? Where's the? I had also started like writing an iCarly one,
Oh yeah.
and then they announced the iCarly thing.
Show. Oh.
So I was like, okay, I'll go fuck myself. Okay. Sorry for the listeners back at home. I've got hay fever. So what I was picturing,
Mm.
yeah, is so it's horrid Henry, and maybe you see like, Perfect Peter is at his graduation, and he's like the valedictorian or whatever. I know that's not a thing over here, but still, but he's like top boss, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's giving a speech, and then maybe Henry gets into like a kerfuffle of some kind and like messes up the whole day, and his parents are just like, they don't tell him off because he's not a child, but they're just like, really, Henry, you couldn't be good for just one day.
Yeah.
You have to ruin your brother's day again. You know what? I don't want to see you again. After this, after we're done. You know,
Yeah.
we're sick of you ruining all our big days. Why couldn't you just be more like your brother?
Yikes.
And you see, this one like cuts to him because it's very clear. Like it's not like a Henry. It's like
Yeah.
a, you know, uh, and then it smash cuts to him older, and he's like waking up. He's like sleeping on a sofa. He's got like a real scruffy beard.
Mm.
He's got the same like t-shirt on from when he was a child. Not the same one, but you know what I mean.
It's sort of similar. Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, he gets up and he like knocks into like a load of cans on the floor. And he looks at the time and it's 4 a.m. and he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna be late. And he gets up and he's like a bin man or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Something he's driving. Like, actually, you know what? I could turn this into a full episode maybe.
Okay.
I still want to give a little preview, see if the people
Yeah.
like it.
No worries.
So he's like driving his truck or whatever, you know. But he has real dreams of being like an artist or something in that kind of vein, you know.
Yeah.
The starving artist cliche. And he looks down at his phone maybe all day, and you see that he keeps getting missed calls from his brother.
Right.
And he's like, what the hell is it? He's like, I'm not talking to that dickhead. I haven't spoken to him in years. You know, blah, 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 blah. And then there's like one more call comes through. And he answers it. And he's like, hello! And it's like a social worker or something. They're like, oh, hello, is this Henry Horridson? Or I don't know, whatever his name would be.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, this is speaking. And they're like, oh, you know, we've been trying to get in contact with you for the last few days now. Your brother's Perfect Peter or whatever. He's like, yeah, what about him? He's like, he's passed away.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? He's like, yeah, he had this rare form of cancer. And like, you know, like we could have fixed it, but lightsabers are so cool. So, sorry, this is like a serious drama. And so like we find, so like the dad died years ago, and thingamajigger, and like their mum is like senile, like she's in no state to be like raising a child.
Yeah.
And the reason that you find the reason that Pete had been calling Henry all these times because he wanted to reach out and, you know, make amends before he died, blah 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 blah. And they're like, oh, you know, we need someone to come look after his daughter until, you know, it's either that or she goes into care. So basically the movie would just be like Henry raising his brother's daughter and learning how to be a better person through that and blah 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 blah, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just called Horrid.
No. I'd watch that.
But yeah, if you'd be interested in hearing that one, I've got some more ideas I can maybe stab around.
Yeah.
With it. I feel like that one it brought the mood down a little bit. You know, we were really on a roll with that, with the with the penguins one.
Yeah. All right. I'll let me bring it to. Okay. I'm just seeing like things pop up in my head. So, nightclub. And
Okay.
there is all these people in there, you know, doing nightclub things.
As they do.
Yep. And suddenly, like, the music goes off, the lights go up, everyone's like, what the hell? It's only like 12 o'clock, this place doesn't shut till 4 a.m. or whatever.
Okay.
Then, out in the middle, the dance floor, comes out trying to think of a character who would come out, who would like not be. No, I've got it. Okay, never mind that. Still in the nightclub, the lights haven't come up, right?
Mm.
it's like all these people are dancing, blah blah blah, and then all they hear is loads of shots go off. Everybody's screaming like, "What the hell?" Ah, and all you hear is like slam against the wall, and it's just like starts coughing. And he's like, "Oh damn it! I knew this would catch up to me one day." And then the camera pans down
What's happening?
slowly, and it's Wheezy from Toy Story 2. He gets his own prequel where
No,
it's set in like the 80s or something or 70s.
yeah, like
He owns a
Scarface, Joker esque.
Yeah, he owns a nightclub. That's his nightclub, and like I don't know, some other toys have came to find him or whatever, and everyone's like, this is the first like kind of sighting of toys and like alive, and people are, oh my god, but they don't believe, they chalk it up to being drunk or on drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so it just follows the life of Wheezy and how he got to where he is now. So like how he ends up in Andy's room pretty much, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Woody, hey, I'm Wheezy." So, "Oh, Wheezy," and then he's like, maybe it's like uh a flashback narration kind of film. So like Wheezy's on the shelf and he's up with like all the other toys on the shelf, and they're all like, "Oh, how did you get here?" And he's like, "Oh, it was a long story, kid. You
Yeah.
know, I was cleaning shelves before I ended up on shelves. You know, before I
Yeah.
made it to where I was, and now look at me, just another dumpster toy."
Yeah. I'm
Disney
just a
Pixar's
problem that
Wheezy.
dumpster baby.
I don't think that would make it through the cutting room floor at Pixar because, you know. But um, you know what? Have you got any more?
I have
Go
one.
on. All right, and then
I've lost it.
oh,
Wait, wait. I've got pictures up here of just children's shows. Where is it? Ah, okay, okay. I've got one. So, Heisenberg has died. You know, there's a big market now for crystal meth. Who's gonna be the next
oh lord.
thing? Yeah. And so there's this down on his luck guy. He's not really brains, but he's like a really big muscly guy, and he's good at following orders. And then there's his brother with dwarfism, played by Hasbulla,
Yeah.
and they're like, or I feel like we could really corner the market. With your like brawns and my brains, we could really work together and like take over the scene. I think it's time to cook. Big cook, little cook.
Careful, Bear. Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Uh, I'm gonna end this out with
Yeah.
something that might come back, maybe in like a cold open thing. But
Oh, very nice.
as you know, like occasionally I've said my dreams on the podcast before. But what
Yeah.
if we turn those dreams into films?
Ooh.
So like I'll take the dream I said to you earlier, right? Where so I'll read it off and I'll try and make this into a film. So holiday with mum, room was huge, but there was a door that was left open. Cleaners came in and sprayed the room with aftershave. It got in my eyes. Huge pizza was delivered. Ewan McGregor, train spotting character, and some other guy were drug addicts. Weird shaped drugs. Alright, so right off the bat, it's it's this guy. No, he's escaping his life. Maybe he's can't deal with the hustle bustle of everything, and he's just like he's had a tough life, but he's finally at a stage where he's like, yeah, I'm well off. I'm good with myself. So he decides to take his mum on holiday to like thank her and stuff for being like just a great person and all that, and like always believing in him and all that kind of stuff. So they go on
Yeah.
holiday, and they they're like in the same room. You just have to like get uh twin beds or whatever, and then they're just like, go in. And sometimes in hotels, you've got like rooms that have got doors in the middle which connect onto the other door in other room.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
So that door is always left open, and it's Ewan McGregor's in there, and he's playing a drug addict, like his train spotting character, which I guess in the
Okay.
second one he wasn't as much, but yeah. And he's like crazy. He's in there with like a bunch of different people, and then this guy, he just sees like different things every morning when he wakes up, and he's in there with loads of girls, or he's in there with a bunch of dudes, or he's just on his own playing games, and then like it comes to like the, I don't know, kind of plot point of the film, let's say. And the cleaners come in,
Mm.
and like they're like, yeah, we're gonna clean now. And then they have to try and get Ewan McGregor out of the room. But he's like, nah, I don't want to leave my room. I've got things in here that I don't want anyone to touch. And they're like, no, we need to clean. Get out. It's like, I'm telling you, I can't. And then he just gets forced out. Like, even by a thing, they're like, sir, you can come back to your room in like half an hour. Just like, please go and enjoy your holiday or whatever. He's like, oh, fine. You know, our main character sees this. He's like, oh, what the hell? And then, uh, so night falls, and then like they, mum and the son, they just go in. They're like, yeah, we're fine. Like, oh, it's fine. And then Ewan McGregor like bursts through the room, he, like runs in. You can hear like his feet slapping against the bloody floor, and he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
like
wake up! I need your help. Get up! And like the son's like, what's going on? Huh? Like, come here, get in here now. He's like, oh, what? He's like, they took it. I was like, what? My pizza. The guy delivered it, but it's gone. He's like, well, what's going on? Uh-huh. He's like, no, come on. We're gonna trade these, and it's like a bag, you know, like those pasta shapes that like you can get them in like unicorns and shit. It's just a
yeah.
bag
All like
full
the
of
weird
like
little ones.
those, and he says they're drugs, but they're actually just pasta shapes that he's like poured in. Someone's poured into a bag. He's like, he got scammed with it one time. He's like, yeah, we need to go and like get this pizza, bring it back here because I need this pizza. So it's just like kind of like a 30 minutes or less type adventure
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like Pineapple Express, and they're like, it's an odd one, just like my dreams.
I'd be excited to see like where we could take it though.
Yeah,
like further from that.
it would be a wild time. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it 1 week
Dream
for Dream
episodes.
Week.
I'll start writing down my other dreams as well, and then
Nice.
we can bring that up occasionally. But yeah, if you haven't got anything else, I guess this would be a nice place to stop.
Yeah, no, I'm all Gucci. Yeah, I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think this
I feel like
there'll be a
we should do
recurring
one more
segment
often.
like uh every now and then. Maybe not like all the time, but maybe
Yeah.
once every tens. Come back to it, you know, when we haven't got any ideas, we'll scrape the bottom of the barrel, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is like real common. Just yeah.
yeah, just take things. Here's this situation. Some of them were decent. I would say that.
This is true.
I think you had the most decent ones, but
I'm a fan of the Koala Brothers one. I can't
yeah,
lie.
I want to see that go further.
Yeah. But yeah. All right then. I've been
And
Curtis.
I've been Cameron. See you next week, man.
See you next week.